Legion. Welcome to Jenny's Crowns. I'm Queen. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. If you're seeing this channel for the first time, you're welcome. So today, we're going to be drafting our basic sleeve pattern. And we're going to draft on the short sleeve and the long sleeve. I'm going to be making use of the method that I use when cutting my sleeves, and it works every single time. So these are my measurements. So for my short sleeve, I have 9 inches as the length. For the elbow length, 13 inches. For the long sleeve, 23 inches. So now for my round sleeve, I have 11.5 inches for my short sleeve, then 10.5 inch for my elbow sleeve, and 7 inch for my long sleeve. And this is my armhole measurement. Okay, so for every pattern drafting, we basically begin with our starting line, and this starting line is nothing complicated. It's just for you to draw a line at the beginning of your pattern paper. Make sure it's a straight line, very straight. So just a straight line like this, and you're good to go. Okay, so now since we have put down our starting line, one thing I like to do when drafting my sleeve, I'm starting with a short sleeve first. So one thing I like doing is to use my short sleeve, which is 9 inches. That is a short sleeve length. So you can choose to use 8 inches or 9 inches. I'm making use of 9 inches. So one thing I like to do when drafting is after I put down my starting line, okay, I then go ahead to put down my sleeve length for my short sleeve. So place your tape like this, then mark whatever your short sleeve length is. For me, it's 9 inches. I'm going to just put a point here. I'm also going to mark the same thing here. So again, you can choose to use 8 inches. I'm making use of 9 inches. So now, to get my sleeve cap length, I just divide whatever I have as my short sleeve length by 2. So for my 9 inches divided by 2, I have 4.5 inches. And this works every time because it works every time. So just divide whatever your short sleeve length is by 2, and just go ahead and put it down here to create that sleeve length, that sleeve cap length. Okay, so now from this center part, I'm going to mark 4 inches. So we're trying to create our sleeve cap here. Mark 4 inches. Then from this point, place your tape like this all the way to that line you created. Then mark the midpoint. Just do the way you see me doing. Okay, mark it there. So now divide your bicep, your round bicep by 2, and place it on this line here. So this line is going to serve as our bicep line. Okay, so divide whatever you have as your bicep by 2, and mark whatever you have there on that line we created in between the starting line and the short sleeve length line. So go ahead and make a point, then add 1.5 stitching allowance to this measurement. So after you put down your measurement, mark your 1.5. Now to create our armhole curve, just connect these points together and you're going to get that curve just like that. So just watch me the way I'm going to place my curve and how I'm going to create that curve. So to get a beautiful curve for your armhole curve, make use of your curve rule. And if you do not have, you can go ahead and make use of your freehand, but it's more advisable to use your curve rule. So you see the way I'm drawing this line. Make sure that you have that beautiful curve like this. Then go ahead and blend in like this. Then turn your curve and place it the way you see me doing, like this, just to get that other part of the curve touching the bicep line. Beautiful. So the next thing we're going to do is to divide our round sleeve measurement for the short sleeve. Remember, I said I'm going to make use of 11.5 inches for my round sleeve divided by 2. Go ahead and add your 1.5 stitching allowance like you did for the bicep line. So if you're confused, please rewatch the video again. Okay, now there's something I like doing whenever drafting my sleeve. So I'm going to add folding allowance here. You can choose to use 1 inch folding allowance or 2 inches. I'm making use of 2 inches because I like bold folding allowance. So if you're like me, go ahead and put down 2 inches, then connect with a straight line. Now you see the reason why I'm doing this. So I'm going to take the measurement I have on my sleeve line here, that's my round sleeve line, and add 0.5 inch to it. The reason why I'm doing this is so that when I fold my sleeve, I don't have shortage of fabric. If I use the exact measurement I have on my round sleeve when folding, there's going to be shortage. So that extra 0.5 inch is going to make you be on the safe side. So go ahead and cut your sleeve. So make sure you follow the lines like you see me doing. So this is just the easiest way to draft your short sleeve pattern. And I've been doing this and the result has been wonderful. So follow the curves the way you see me doing. So go ahead and label your pattern. So this is my short sleeve. So the next sleeve we're going to draft is our long sleeve. So I'm just going to get a new fresh pattern paper, and just like I did before, I have my starting line already. So it's important you know the measurement of your client. Like when taking their measurement, make sure you take everything, their short sleeve, 3/4 and long sleeve. So I'm making use of the same 4.5 inch, which is half of my sleeve length for my short sleeve. Hope you're not confused. I'm trying to get that bicep line. So now my elbow line is what I'm marking now, which is my measurement from my shoulder to my elbow line. I'm marking 13 inches here because that's what I have. Go ahead and mark whatever measurement you have as your elbow length. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to pull down my long sleeve measurement. For me it is 23 inches, so I'm just going to put it down there. So make sure when taking the measurement of your client, even if your client is just going to make short sleeve, maybe blouse or top, make sure you take every measurement, the short sleeve, the 3/4, the long sleeve, so that it can help you when probably they want to draft a new outfit. So the extra I have there is for my folding allowance. Come in here by 4 inches and find the midpoint, just as we did for the short sleeve. So find the midpoint here. I came in by 4 inches from the center, then I found my midpoint here. Then again, put your round bicep measurement. That's after dividing by 2, your round bicep measurement divided by 2, mark it here. Then of course your 1.5 stitching allowance. So for those of us who want to cut just 3/4 sleeve or elbow length sleeve, so just make sure that the elbow line, that's where you're stopping for your 3/4. So connect this point here the way you see me doing, with a curve, create it like this, blend it in, turn your curve through, place it like this to get a beautiful curve like this. Now divide your round elbow measurement by 2 and mark it. of course, adding your 1.5 stitching allowance. If you're making use of 1 inch, please let that 1 inch stitching allowance be for all the lines you've created. Okay, so mark your allowance. Then your round wrist for your long sleeve divided by 2, just go ahead and mark it there, and of course your 1.5 stitching allowance. Okay, and just like I did for the short sleeve as well, I'm going to repeat that for this my folding allowance that I have here. So just go ahead and connect this first, but before doing that, make sure you take your armhole measurement, please, before connecting this line. Okay, before connecting these lines like this for your sleeve, make sure you take your round armhole measurement here. So whatever you have as your armhole measurement, divide it by 2, then mark it here. You can see I have 8.5 here, then I have 1.5 that I added here, making it a perfect sleeve for my client. So go ahead and connect these lines like this. So at this point, please like this video, subscribe, click on the notification bell so you get notified whenever I upload new videos. Please share this video so your friends or people like you who are trying to get a perfect sleeve be able to see this video. Again, for this my allowance here, folding allowance, I'm going to take whatever I have here on my wrist measurement here and add 0.5 inch here again, because I do not want shortage on my fabric when folding my sleeves. That is the reason why I'm doing this. So connect with the line. Okay, so connect them. This is just the simplest and most stress-free and straightforward pattern for your sleeve that you ever come across on this space. Okay, so just go ahead and cut off the parts you're not going to be making use of. Okay, so if you would like to see more informative video like this, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to click on the notification bell. And don't forget to share, because many people have issues with drafting a perfect sleeve. Let them see this video, help someone to be able to perfect their sleeve drafting or pattern drafting for their sleeves. So this is what I have as my long sleeve. So if you have any question, just leave it in the comment section and I'll attend to them. Thank you for watching. I remain Queen and this channel is Genius Crown. Until next time, bye.